Hello guys, it's Fan again, fan of everything, and we're back at Fallout 4, but this time it's gonna be different. So, last time we were playing Fallout 4 Survival, we were in Diamond City and whatnot. Things were going alright, we finally got to Diamond City after like, what was it, 11 episodes? Yeah, 11 episodes, it was great. It was fun, it was a fun experience doing survival, but looking at it now, like right now I don't have the time. Like I've been busy with work, I'm busy with school, I'm busy with like trying to get a new car because I got in a car accident a couple of weeks ago. So I'm trying to get a new car, and also like, in all honesty, like Fallout 4 survival to me, it's not appeasing to me. It's not like fun for me anymore. Like it was at first, like, wow, this is gonna be challenging, wow, this is gonna be great, but now it's just like, like, I could do something better with my time. And yes, Fallout 4 Survival, that means that Fallout 4 Survival, the series, is gonna end. No more videos on that. Might be some videos out there here and there for Fallout 4, but not for the Survival series. Maybe in the future, I don't know, possibly not, most likely not, don't get your hopes up. But, yeah, so that's gonna be the end of the survival series. It's just I don't have the time, and I also don't, like, I just don't feel, I don't want to put the effort into it. I know that's like a weak excuse, but it's like, it's just so demanding trying to do a survival playthrough and all that. And it's already hard on its own by itself. And, yeah, that's great. So, yeah, that's the end. So this video is gonna this video is just to tell you guys that the Fallout 4 Survival is over. And this video is also about one other thing. Yesterday, on November 17th, 2016, Bethesda finally added mods to Fallout 4. And I've said this in my previous videos, saying all these things. Mods in Fallout 4 for the PS4 are just, sure, some of these things might help, some of these things might actually help you and do some good stuff here and there. You know, they do the typical, you know, get all the perks, unlock all the objects, maybe some like textures, you know, enhance some stuff here and there, and then change some outfits here and there. But overall, the mods are just not what people wanted. In my opinion, it's not what I want. What I would have wanted would have been what Xbox got, because, you know, Xbox got the full thing for mods. They were able to get all these outside assets to put into the game, because, you know, Xbox knew that Bethesda knew what they were doing with this. They have a great modding community. They have a great conversation with the modding community, but Sony was more or less hesitant about the idea. At first they were like, no mods at all, we're not giving you mods support, Bethesda. Then later on, which now we're seeing here, they allowed mods on Fallout 4, but it's not the mods that we wanted. It's just, in my opinion, just crappy mods, because they're just using the in-game assets, because Sony said you can have mods as long as they work with in-game assets and nothing from the outside of the game. So yeah, it's just so hard thinking about that. Like, I don't know why Sony doesn't allow it. Like, I think it's like, so because Sony just wants to make sure nothing bad happens with the game, nothing breaks the game, nothing like it's malware or some shit like that can hack into the PlayStation 4 and damages the PlayStation 4 system. I don't know. But anyways, I just feel like Bethesda would have done so much better here with Fallout 4. Oh my god, threesome relationship? What the hell? All this stuff that you see here. But yeah, like, all you see here is just basically things that they had to do in-game. Like, they literally had to make some specialized mod versions for these things, because you can't use anything. Like, you literally can't change any of the in-game files with something from like let's say you want to make a weapon look like a real life weapon, or let's say you want to make an item look like this real item, or want to make an outfit look like this real item, or want to make a character look like this item, a real item, or change the appearance of these, like, you know, AI or some shit like that or whatnot. You can do some of that stuff, but it's just so complicated because you can only work with what you get from the game. Everything else is just like, no, you can't get anything else. Like, you literally can't get, you can't do anything like what people want. Like, for example, my friend who's playing Fallout 4 on his Xbox One, when I went over to play with him, you could play with so many things. You can have different radio stations with different music. Sure, some of those music might be copyrighted, but it was pretty cool just playing that song, some of those music and whatnot. You had like so many external assets, like different weapons from, like, you know, modern times, or just like some other weapons from like other games or movies or TV shows or whatnot. Like, they actually had a lot of things that were very you know, what was the essence of the modding community, like these crazy things that you never expect to be in a game, but now because of Sony, they can't be in the fantasy for like literally like a large player base for Bethesda. And that's why this is why once I heard about what Sony was doing, this is why I'm not gonna get the Skyrim Special Edition, because this is gonna be the same thing with Skyrim Special Edition. We're gonna get, you know, we're just gonna get the same things, like in-game assets, nothing like crazy like what you see like MXR posts on his crazy videos for modding. You never get that. Sure, you get some mods here and there can go into PlayStation 4, but it's not like the plethora of mods that you imagine, like the huge amount of mods like the modding community can make, all the crazy, very weird mods, all the insane but smart, but sometimes some of the most creative mods out there. Like, you would want those, but Sony literally cut off any possibility of that. Maybe in the future Sony might change that, maybe, but for right now it's just gonna be just in-game assets or things that were already in-game changed a tiny bit here and there. So in my opinion, I feel like Bethesda would have been, Fallout 4 would still be a very highly playable game for me, a really highly replayable game because of mods. But now it's just like, why would I want to play a game with these? Like, some of these, sure, they may look cool and whatnot, but again, it's been like only a day. Maybe the modding community will try to figure out something cool or whatnot. Like, this is the first texture mod that I've seen where it changes the color of the wasteland to green. Sure, that's just changing the stuff from the game easily like that. Like, it's the first thing, and it's like one of the major like clothing items upgrades. Basically, they just allow you to create more clothing items, change what you can wear, and also like coloration, and also upgrading the items. This is the first one I've seen, and it's getting a lot of praise. So, in my opinion, Fallout 4 is just done for me. Maybe I'll go back to it, try to get all the trophies, but it's nothing that I'm gonna make a video about it. Mods, maybe if I see a cool mod I'll show it off, but right now it's just like too basic and too generic. Like, nothing like, oh my god, I want to show this off. Like, nothing like, oh my god, look at this crazy thing that I found. No, it's just basically like, here's a change that's just gonna make a thing easier for you, or change something a tiny bit that you'll probably forget about it like after a second. So for me, Fallout 4 is dead to me now. Like, I'll still play it every now and then, but for me it's just like, what's the point anymore? So that's the end of my Fallout series and my end of my Fallout rant. I know hopefully the Sony changes their mind and allows Bethesda to do full modding support, but right now, we're not gonna get that. Hopefully, they listen to all the fans that want this. Hopefully. Well, we'll see till then. I'll see what other series I'll make up. I have more ideas for Overwatch and GTA right now in my head, circulating around, and possibly some other games here and there. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching and listening to my rant. I'm a fan of everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.